Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Pillars of Eternity, shall we? Picking up where we left off, and as you can see, the party was bantering amongst itself. Victory, good evening, good to see you, my friend. And we're back here in Brackenberry, because we had to go kind of catch Lady Webb up on what was going on, and we now are in the business of needing to be invited to one of these animancy hearing delegations. Now, what that means is that we need to schmooze up with either the Knights of the Crucible, House Dominel, or the Dozens. And that's awesome, Victory. Glad to have you, my friend. Crab, good evening. Good to see you. I believe we decided at the end of the last stream of Pillars that we were going to go with the Knights of the Crucible, simply because I do not like House Dominel, and the Dozens are a little bit too shifty for the way that our morality, or at least the way I'm playing this group. So I feel like the Knights might be our path. I don't know, though.
All right, then.
So we're going to talk to them, and they are in the First Fires. So if we look at the map, First Fires is this central district of Defiance Bay. So let's go check it out. And let's see here. We need to just... There we go. I'll do it. That will do it. 15 minutes to get there, no problem. All right. So now we're in First Fires, and we need to... Looks like maybe this is their keep right here. Can I just roll in this? Just walk in? Front door? Sure. Sure, let me in. Hi, I'm here to see the Knights. It's me. Well, here's Justicar Aldmar. All right. What business brings you to the keep?
Welcome.
Aldmar gives you an appraising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day we get more from the hinterlands pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeps us busy on the watch, it does. You look like you've recently arrived yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knights, and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep so that Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something, or just knocking the dirt off your boots? I'm here to hopefully just put dirt everywhere inside your keep. I don't even have boots. These are just dirt that I've fashioned into shoes. What goes on in Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters of the Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor, as well as where many of our soldiers bunk. Commander Cliver's in the back, making plans as usual. He scratches a scarred cheek. You'll find a forge at the west end of the building, along with our master smith, Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the golem, if you're the praying type. Tell me about the Knights. We're the defenders of Defiance Bay. We're not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver I said that, he grins. We were the first organized militia to oppose Adiran rule, and today, we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter out in Dunreed Row. What's this about Dunreed Row? Just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Aldmar widens his stance. Keeping the ranks pure is fine by me. I just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. What's wrong with the ciphers? He shifts his weight and glances at the empty halls. They're mostly Orlands. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Uh-oh. We're getting some anti-Orland sentiment. Hostilities in their nature. and they've learned to hide it over the years. He frowns and crosses his arms. All I'm saying is they should at least be supervised by other folk. That's reasonable enough, isn't it? If people treated them better, you wouldn't have to worry about them being so hostile. Hey, Justin, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Awesome. I hope you're enjoying it. Almar shrugs. I'm just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems that's the biggest crime of all. Alright, that's all. Okay, then. I'm going in. And let's see. Who we got here? We have more Justicars. I'm going in. I like the idea that they're the defenders of Defiance Bay. I mean, I don't want like some kind of Gestapo militia that I'm the, police state overzealous nightmare that I'm a part of, but defending Defiance Bay seems reasonable enough. Here's Dunstan, the quartermaster. And let me just kind of keep talking. I need to probably speak with the higher up. Actually, you know what?
I'm ready.
Can I talk to you? I can.
Need something?
So, I don't recall. It has been. What kind of character am I, my friend? I am a human wizard with my main character. Palagina, I can't recall if she is of the Knight's Crucible or if she's of a different order. Oh no, she's the Brotherhood of the Five Sons, so that's different than this. I was wondering about your order. Back in the Republic, we call it the Framas Mes Conk Sulas, the Five Sons of the Duke's Bells, the great dukes who rule over the most powerful republics. Spirento, oh, I've already talked to her. So actually, I think she's the opposite. I think she's Adiran and represents the main continent which this area has separated from, hence Defiance in Defiance Bay, and this is the main militia that stands against perhaps her brotherhood. I'm not sure about that. Okay, let's talk about something else. I already did talk to her. I just was like, oh, is this her place? No, it's not. All right. So then let's kind of wander over here with everybody, please. And let's see. How do I get to the head honcho? This way? Sure. That's a nice dining hall. Why, I could sup there quite happily. All right, here's the war table, so we'll probably find...
don't have the manpower.
Oh, it sounds like they need some help. This is what I'm here for, to ingratiate myself to them so that I can get an audience for the vote to ban animancy that the jerks, the Iron Key or whatever, what's their name? The Leaden Key. I gotta stop them from banning animancy.
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Hermie, good evening. Good to see you. So, you need twice the soldiers, eh? I understand that the Crucible Knights are attending the animancy hearings at the palace. Hey, Faded, good evening. Good to see you. Thank you so much for 31 months.
Indeed. Duke Avar looks to the knights for prudent counsel as well as defense. I suspect our future as a city and a nation will depend in no small part on how we handle this matter.
What do you think about animancy? We'd be fools not to investigate it further. I've seen what those researchers in Brackenberry can do, building constructs, diagnosing soul maladies, harnessing raw essence. There's great potential. Detractors say it's too dangerous, but that it angers the gods, superstition and nonsense. There are risks to delving into souls, of course, but the greater risk lies with doing nothing at all while the legacy eats away at us. So, we're trying to investigate which group to get the backing of, and I'm not sure I entirely agree with Commander Cliver's zeal to race into Animancy, but at the same time, I need his position to hold sway in the council so that we can disrupt the Leaden Keys agenda. So this feels like the right match in terms of my goals. Tell me about the hearings. He gives you a gruff frown. They're progressing slower than I'd like. The dozens raise a ruckus whenever anyone so much as mentions Animancy, and the Dominals are obfuscating matters on purpose. Nevertheless, I'm confident Avar will see reason eventually. I need an audience with Duke Avar. I'd like to attend the hearings. He arches an eyebrow. If you want a favor, you'd better be prepared to pay your dues, and lately, I've been having... Oh, for a second I thought he said personal issues. I was like, well, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Oh, personnel issues. Okay, that extra N goes a long way.
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
Okay. Good. He's given me a quest. Is there any way I can help? I know how to handle myself. He gives you a thin smile. Always refreshing to meet someone who'd rather fix a problem than complain about it. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an Animancy scholar to build what we're calling Forge Knights. Oh god. Warriors that could patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience, or fear. So he wants to build RoboCop. I love RoboCop. As long as we don't involve Nuke, I think this will be fine. Some agitator throws a rock at him, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need the scholar's research. Unfortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Viana lies with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the Scrivener's dormitory and see if you can find her. When you get the research, just bring it to Dunstan. This is his area of expertise anyway. The research is just going to be a crude picture of Dunstan's armor, with an arrow pointing inside the center of the armor and a word next to the arrow that says soul. And you're going to be like, okay. Dunstan's like, I totally got it. I just put the soul right in there. There's no other steps. We've got this. Animancy is tolerated in most parts of the Republics, but some Valians prefer the community in Defiance Bay for their research. I hope she hasn't been forced out of the city or worse. Once you've brought him the research, he can sell you any arms or armor if you have need. He forges and repairs all of our equipment. You won't find a more capable smith in Defiance Bay. I hope he checked in. So Fading is referencing one of the great cinematic achievements of the 20th century. I think it's 20th and not 21st. Dunstan checks in. The George Alexander movie with an orangutan. I don't know if Dunstan checks in was a spiritual successor to Any Which Way But Loose, but it may have been. Was there something else I can do for you? So I'll tell me about the Knights. We're the only professional army in Defiance Bay, or in the Deerwood for that matter. We defended the city, or Jason Alexander, that's his name, the Seinfeld actor. We defended the city in Hadrit's day. We've improved our training since then, but Dunreed Rowe can certify that many of our officers come from good Deerwoodian fighting stock. Good Deerwoodian fighting stock. That's a lot to think about. Now we're responsible for patrolling the city and keeping the peace. With so many refugees pouring in from the countryside, that's become more important than ever. Unfortunately, That's earned us enemies, particularly among the dozens and some of the more enterprising families in Defiance Bay. What do the dozens have against you? They're demagogues and troublemakers. They forget that Defiance Bay is one of the largest cities in the world and not some frontier outpost. Funny. Thank you. But I am playing at the right speed now, right, Hermie? Exactly. Jamduska, good evening. Good to see you. 2x speed doesn't do wonders for me. I know there's a lot of people who actually do watch me at that speed because I speak slowly for, compared to the contemporary way that YouTube videos are created. You're moving on a different timeline, Hermie. I gotcha. All right. So I don't want to hear about the Domals. I know about them. I know what I need to do, and I'm going to go do it. One thing I want to do, though, is just very quickly, I'm going to adjust the sound. I swear, okay, I'm going to turn the voices up. I don't know how they got turned down, but I want the voices to be at top. And sometimes the music is great, but it still overpowers the voices just a bit. All right. Now, the combat voices, they'll scream and they'll be too loud, but the dialogue, I guess this is the Golem altar if you want to go interact with that, which I do not. Is there a vendor here? Oh, this is like a training room. What do? You train people? Can I beat you up? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Who are you? She says we need to deal with Heritage Hill. Actually, I've already helped her with Heritage Hill. That's right, Jabduska. This is a talkie. Oh, God, Herbie. If this is about patrols, my novitiates are already stretched to their limits. Between the refugee influx and the mess at Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. I'm sorry, was there something else you need? What's wrong with Heritage Hill? What isn't wrong is the real question. A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. We sealed the area 2 months ago, just after I lost one of my finest commanders there, and yet this is the second guard rotation to disappear. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. I'd just as soon abandon the district, but if those monsters should find a way out... I know I did, because it's like, I already did this. I could look into it. After what I just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers in there. What's the harm in letting me try? If you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. And if you're somehow able to put a stop to this, I am. You've got my permission to enter. I'll send word to the guards at the gate. I hope you do. Tell me about Heritage Hill. All right. Farewell. And then let's see if I can talk to her. Any news? I guess I gotta go still talk to them, because must be some kind of, dead bodies I need to find, because she's not giving me credit for solving the problem. Look, lady, I fixed it. Take my word for it. I'm a complete stranger who solved all the problems. Yeah, I need the option, Hermie, for in Game of Thrones, where I just, reveal one of the undead, but instead of a live one, I just, roll a head, at her feet, like a zombie head. And she's like, oh, I see what you did. You are our hero. All right, so let's do the Copper Lane, and then we can do the fake Heritage Hill, and then go back and just get all kinds of credit from the Crucible Knights. They're going to be singing our praises. Dunstan might even let...
Aloth, never before have I met an Adiran man so hesitant to speak his mind.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
not hesitant. I just, like to consider my words carefully.
You should really hear yourself talk, amigo.
Yikes. So he's a Adiran. Alright, so what am I looking for here? I am looking for... Durgan's Battery. No, that's not it. Built to last. Here we go. I need to go to the Scrivener's Dormitory. Okay, thank you, Hermes. So she's not from Adir. She's from the Valian Republics, which I guess I just grouped the entire mainland into Adir, but it's not. So Aloth is Adiran. All right, let's see. We got the house. Here it is, the dormitory. I'm here to talk to the scribs. The people who write things down. Let me speak to them. It's me. All right.
Slowly now.
Kraft, good evening. Good to see you. We're coming in. All right. Who are you, Mr. Smokey?
Good day, stranger.
Let me guess. You smoked a lot of white leaf, or did you get your hands on some snowcap? I've got survival. He claps his hands. Snowcap. Snowcap. So few people know snowcap, much less ogres. He beams at you and nods his head. Snowcap. This guy's like, I love that white powder. Why? I often find myself knee-deep in snowcap. I'm looking for Vienna. I like Vienna. She's always talking about metal men, which is strange since I'm pretty sure she doesn't eat snowcap like me. I'm always just absolutely knackered on snowcap. I don't talk about metal men either, and I do eat snowcap. Huh. Anyway, she's not here right now. Flew away to Andra's gift to meet her friend Bessia. No, Clesia. Yeah, Clesia. Clesia is the friend she's gone to meet in Andra's gift, in a house, not a boat, North House. Empty house. Andra's gift has a lot of boats. We should go rowing sometime. Yeah, man. We're totally going to go rowing. I'm just going to row this way. Get it? I'm never coming back. Snowcap claims another scriv. We found him clutching some oars,
Feathers. That's
shaking in his bed
So
before he
they say.
died,
Well, that's lucky.
covered
Where
in
I'm from,
snowcap.
we see a feathered lady, we start worrying maybe her dad got frisky with his hens.
I
Hey-o.
guess you can always trust a farm boy's head to go there first.
Adir is the classic country bumpkin, and he had the social grace to suggest that our new paladin is the product of bestiality. That's wonderful. That's how you win friends. Are you by any chance the offspring of a human and a chicken? All right, so we'll go back to the gift. Fine, you want me to walk around Defiance Bay? I can do that. Fair enough, Krift. Adir's like, no, I don't mean it to be insulting. I happen to like hens, and I like women. You're kind of the perfect match for me. I was thrown out of my village for my beliefs about hens. Alright, so this is a house in the north. This is an abandoned house. This looks good. Abandoned. You abandoned this house, huh? I'm looking for a scriv. I'm gonna be shocked if she's dead. Oh, boy. So, that guy from the Scriv Hall, what, led me to a snowcap house? I don't know if she's here. This might be a different house. This is like the snowcap. Hey, this is our place. You definitely look like you're worried about property. Okay. So this might be the wrong... I could really use a pinch. You mean like you want me to...
What's this, Itamak?
Pinch you?
Hey there.
Oh, cool. Thanks, guys.
Sure.
The addicts are like, that's all we had. Trust me, I'm doing you a favor. I didn't even go into scouting mode.
Ain't fetching feathers, lass.
Repeat, please, in Adiran. And stand closer so I can grab your neck if you said what I think you did.
That was Isilmir. She likes your feathers.
Thanks, but I'm not interested, Isilmir.
Okay, so now we've got a little bit of a competition for her feathers. Adir revealed, by association, his preoccupation with feathers and hens and breeding. And now Isilmir, the female spirit from the past who haunts Aloth, has also expressed an interest. We got a budding romantic triangle here. I know, we do, Hermie. Everybody's interested. Refugee. Branwyn. Alright. Let's look for another northern... Here's another abandoned house. Alright, hopefully there's not as many addicts in this one. I mean, I'll take an attic spelled with 2 T's, but not with 2 D's.
Keeping an eye out.
I like how when we go into scouting mode, Adir is like keeping an eye out, and I'm like, I think you might be the least sneaky and perceptive person we have in our group. But thanks for your support. Ooh, Bloodstone. Oh. Her name's in red. That's not good. As you enter the room, you see several figures huddled together. They stand at attention, armed, but not in matched gear, like the Crucible Knights. At the center of the group... Oh, God. Pretty much, Herbie. Is this the same group of deadly mercs that we met from before? Either way, we're about to start fighting. At the center of the group, one woman looms over another, holding a flail. She snarls at the cowering figure. You've got pages of research here. You expect me to believe this was just your scratch work? It's nothing, I promise. Just my notes about how to empower the Crucible Knights with a deadly robotic police army with souls and armor meant to crush their foes. I mean, just a dream. You hear a painful smack as the woman backhands her captive. We know you are meeting with the Crucible Knights. You think they're the only ones with power in this city? They call us the Dozens for a reason. There's 12 of us. Now I won't ask you again. Actually, there can't just be 12. There has to be a group number that is a multiple of 12. So, You know, if they get 25, somebody has to be kicked out or killed. They need 24, 36, and so on. It's got to be exact. And these aren't baker's dozens. Exact dozens. At a nudge from one of her men, the woman turns and sees you watching. Her eyes narrow. You shouldn't be here. Let her go and I'll pretend I never saw this. It's too late for that. Okay. I saw this. I can't pretend. I like how Aloth is like, I mean, our party is so, like, completely not in the right place. Aloth's like, should I be in the front? No, you shouldn't. I don't know how you are there, but that is absolutely not what I wanted. Okay. Here. Dear, go over here.
I'm ready.
Pallegina, go here. Doggy, go up here. There. Ooh, okay, thank you, Hermie. I'll have to be careful because my entire battle strategy is pretty much AoE. Alright, so let's go. Durance. Here, get up in there, Durant. And then I need you to drop, I don't know. So that's the good NPC back there. So let's just kind of put a fireball there.
Hey there.
I don't even have all my spells. It's kind of sad, but we should be okay with just a couple of... These are what I call doorway fireballs. Yeah, that did a good job. Sometimes I wish there was like... I don't want to be in... I was going to say, I wish there was a slow motion. Half speed is good. I want to see my magic. All right. So I think another doorway fireball. It did light up the room. They're like, oh, thank you. I can really see what's going on. Oh my god, we're dying. Google, what's up, my friend? Can you see that there... I don't know why there's this antelope, like, in the middle of this. It's some... They have some ranger, and it's their companion. But I thought it was a goat at first. There's just this antelope, like, getting blown up in this conflagration in the middle of the room. And I feel bad about it. Like, the antelope is like, what have I done to get myself into this mess? Yeah, Hermie, I should have been using half speed. I don't know why it took me till now to realize that that was a thing. There we go. All right, so they're mostly dead. Okay. So these guys got through. These mercenaries are like, we made it. And I don't like that they, quote, made it. So I'm just going to give them my kind of, once per encounter business. Durance, did you do your thing yet? Make this happen. Yeah. So Durance did his interdiction, which just dazes them. Hermie, I mean, to be honest, we do have it covered. But yeah, he's doing 0. So he did that. And then... let's see. Antelope's down. Okay.
Hey there.
We're going to go ahead and just drop magic missiles on this guy. Can you put magic missiles on that guy? Okay. Everybody hit this guy. Is there another antelope? Okay. There's 2 antelopes. Like, what kind of fight is this? I guess each of the rangers have their own antelope. They went to the same, like, Petco, and they're like, you got any antelopes? And they're like, well, we have a pair. We will take them. Also, yes, good point. Thank you, Hermie. I forgot about this. So this is such a funny game. Like, I'm dropping fireballs on antelopes. That's happening. This looks like chunks of human flesh that's exploding. And then I just have this kitty cat that's like my party familiar that's just standing in the middle of battle, just watching what's happening. Oh my god. There was too. The, like, death physics of that antelope were startling. Okay. We gotcha. Biana's face is covered in bruises and her eyes are wide with shock and relief. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Rapid, hitching breaths punctuate her words. I was sure they were going to kill me. She wipes a tear from her cheek, wincing as her knuckle grazes a bruise. It is pretty funny, Hermie. Now, I like the comedy of it because it makes you feel like arcadey, like you're just blowing stuff up. But it also illustrates the point that I want to make here. Imagine you're Viana. You're a scriv. You're like, you got these notes. And then all of a sudden the dozens burst in. You're getting roughed up by this, like, group of mercenaries. You think you might die. And then this other group bursts in who you don't know. And you're just standing there watching them rain down fireballs upon the group and just blow people up. And you're like, oh, well, thank you, I guess. You're not going to kill me too, are you? What kind of a person are you? Yeah, she's like, my notes are covered in human viscera and char. I think these are human ashes? Wow. Okay. You know what, though? Her notes, like, she's taking her notes and she's like, this is why we need animancy-powered robots patrolling the streets. To protect people like me from people like you. It is, Victory. We don't want to look under her robes right now. What happened here? I thought I was coming to here to meet my, friend from the Republics. It looks like I walked into a trap. She shakes her head. The dozens must have been watching me for a while. I've been working on a special project for the Crucible Knights, and they weren't exactly subtle about contacting me. About this project, it deals with a rather rare branch of animancy. No offense, but I probably shouldn't get too specific without Commander Cliver's permission. He commissioned it, after all. You could see the trouble a little indiscretion has got me into. Let's get out of here. She gnaws on a split lip. Commander Cliver of the Knights is waiting on my research. Not that you haven't already done a lot for me, but maybe you could take it to him. I've kept it with me to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands, but you could see how well that worked out. She took it from, she nods at Dodwina's corpse. She took it from me when I arrived. She takes a deep breath. Anyhow, don't wait on me. I can make my own way out of here. She's like, I think the leader of the group, we're going to probably need to identify her by her dental records at this point. But I think that sizzling pile of human goo over there is the one that has what's left of my notes. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of here, and I need new robes. Well, the leader is the one that's, like, the only human corpse. Oh, I see. No, some of the other bodies are still intact. All right, that was awesome. We did a great job. And we're still affected by the Artificer's Resting bonus. Okay, so we've got some research here. Arubreker. Unique heavy armor. Okay, cool. He can't carry. He's like, I'm full up.
Mind your aim.
What do you mean, mind your aim? What insanity are you talking about, Durance? Okay. All right, we got it all.
Eyes open.
What's on the table? Hammer? Take it. If I can sell it, we're going to take it.
All right, then.
The water in the pail is murky with blood. Well. That problem is solved. And that's the end of that chapter. We did such good work right there. Oh, did I? Did I accidentally hit him? Maybe, like, some of the AoE tapped him. Oh, I see. So Durant is actually just complaining that he has to carry stuff. That's funny. Mind your aim. That's so funny. That's so good. All right. Well, so let me see. What chest piece do you have? This heavy armor right here is actually probably better than what he's got. So let me give it to him, but we're going to have to kind of just drop some of his junk in there. He's got way too much just random bric-a-brac to carry around. You know what I like about the concept of this game, too, like the economy of it, is basically, hey, Sid, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Like, all of the weapons and armor in the entire region go through Cadnua. Like, we kill everyone, take all of their loot, and then sell it back at our base so that it can then get redistributed back out onto the island, probably collected by us again after we kill the rest of the people who have purchased it, and then we sell it back again. It's just kind of the cycle of this equipment's life. All right, so let me see. You have this, and I want to compare it. So what you have on is valued higher. It's medium armor. It helps your recovery speed. This has damage reduction. It has a wider range of resistances. Honestly, this armor, even though it's DR9 flat, is probably better than this. Although this provides no crush or corrode resistance, while this does. This is wider range. It's got more enchantments. It's 7 out of 14 as opposed to 3 out of 14. So I think what he has is probably still better. Oh, we have an extra ring here. Yeah, here, put that ring on. Help yourself out, buddy. And then anything else that we've acquired that seems good? Who got the notes? Maybe that goes into the quest. I think that goes into the quest tab of our stash. This is her research. Okay. Hey, Chef Smitty. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Ooh, tell me how Starbird's is. All right, I'm going to go now to Heritage Hill because I want to see if I can complete this quest. I want all the credit. I didn't just kill a bunch of undead and turn off a soul tower not to receive credit from the Crucible Knights for my amazing accomplishments. Find the missing guards. All right. They're in here dead somewhere. Let's see. Do you have them on the map? Missing guards. Want to buy missing guards. Yeah, there's some human flesh. That's great. I actually have no idea where they are. They could even be inside. I mean, I don't think that lady has anything to say about it. Oh, they didn't make it in very far at all, is what you're saying? I got some blood moss. Oh, thank you, Hermie. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. So this, I came in here before, but this wasn't here. So this is some separate quest, and there's some kind of demon enthralling them. Great.
Hey.
A woman turns when you enter. Her wide, pale eyes shine like lamps in the darkness of the tomb. 4 crucible knights hover nearby, their glazed expressions fixed on her. Reinforcements at last. I hope you've come armed, because we've got to get out of here. Something about her seems hazy and insubstantial, even in the darkness of the tomb. Who are you? I, a commander of the Crucible Knights. I lead the militia stationed around Heritage Hill. Securing this district became my responsibility when this, whatever it is, happened. What are you doing here? I came searching for survivors. Only too late did I realize there weren't any. She brings a hand to her head. Her skin is practically translucent. I found myself surrounded by those creatures outside, and I had to seek refuge. Funny, isn't it? To hide from the dead in a building that was meant to hold them in the first place. She pats the walls of the tomb. Anyway, I've been waiting for some reinforcements. What are these soldiers doing here? She looks at them, but either she doesn't notice their distant gazes and the way they sway on their feet, or she thinks nothing of it. They're under my command, of course. They heard my call, and we've been waiting on a few more to help us fight our way out of here. How did they manage to hear you in this tomb? Her eyes flash. There's something unnatural about the way she hovers, watching you. I hope you're not questioning my command. I'm warning you. I don't tolerate insubordination. Not at all. Then if you've caught your breath, we should move on. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're already dead. Her eyes grow cold and hard. You'd better explain yourself, and quickly. You're a ghost, and you've been luring Crucible Knights to their deaths. She freezes in place, hovering in the air. No, that's impossible. It's only been... I can't be. The other side of the tomb is visible through her gaping mouth. She looks at her hands, seemingly for the first time, turning them in front of her. As her eyes and mouth widen in horror, she turns to you. What have you done to me? Her expression hardens, and the Crucible Knights behind her stirs. Novitiates, attack! Well, you know, it's nice to see reason and accountability very present in a leader. And she also acceptance. She's done a really good job seeing reality and understanding her role in the death of her troops. And I'm just really surprised how well she's taking it. Oh. Okay.
Hey there.
What?
All right, buddy. Do your undead thing. Paladin, you got the undead thing? Do it. And then you. Exactly, Hermie. I was wondering if I had to kill these poor Crucible Knights. It looks pretty much like yes, that's going to have to be the case. So again, I haven't rested. So let's see if Magic Missile works on her.
Hey there.
Hey there. Oh, okay, Hermie, thank you. I was just going to try doing that. Actually, I wasn't. I assumed I couldn't. generally in these kinds of games, if they have the red circle, I just think it's all lost. But I did wonder if I focused fire down Lyra, if they would, like, break their enthrallment, but it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, okay, Hermie, thank you for clearing that up. Now we could do this with a clear conscience.
Yes?
Durance. Do your thing. Or just do a thing.
Hey there.
Got stuff beyond your sea.
Alright, she's gone. Wow, Hermie. So I'm gonna have to go tell the commander, when I got there, she'd already killed all of the Justicars, and I was able to take her down solo. That's what happened.
Hey.
I'm ready.
How may I help?
Yeah?
Hey, Brian. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, these Justicars are actually a little bit harder to hit. I see what you mean. Terrence, can you do something to the undead? Let me see where the pet is. Oh yeah, maybe it's, you know what?
Ready, Watcher.
The pet is probably blocked in. Yeah, look at this. To Hermie's point, Ichima crit for 26 piercing damage right there. Just absolutely annihilated that guy. Oh. That guy was walking away like, I'm out of this. Oh God. Oh my God. Body parts. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, it was really unfortunate that they all died. Would you like to buy any Crucible Knight equipment? Oh my God, Hermie. Insane. Alright, so, well, it wasn't as simple as just checking on the cadavers. We did it. It really is victory. Like, if your people are blocking, then the AI just kind of gives up and won't get... The other characters don't know how to, like, move out of the way. It's just not something that they do. I'm gonna need a rest. I have pretty much no spells. Here we come. Running through the town. It doesn't make any sense for fully grown humans. Oh, okay, Hermie. To be just running at full speed like a group of adventurers through the town like that, but I just don't have time for style. I've got to move through. Let's go tell him the good news. Oh, actually, let me give the notes to Dunstan. Oh, where'd the quartermaster go? Oh, is he in this room? There he is. What's up, dude? I got these things for you.
This is about the breastplates. I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
It's a good thing I talked to Dunstan now, so I kept saying Cliver, but it's Cleaver. Alright, give him the research. I think this is what you've been looking for. Ooh, Blade of the Endless Paths. Cool.
That's what Cleaver's been looking for anyway. If you found it, I guess I've got to start.
He's like not happy about it. You don't sound too happy. I'm not, and I made it clear to Cleaver that this is a mistake. Trying to harness souls like this, it's a crime against the gods, and it's bound to earn us more trouble than it saves. But Cleaver's given me his orders, so I gotta build these things as best I can. You know that Dunstan is like, you know, Asmovian programming these robots like, you may never kill Dunstan. Like, he's imbuing this one little, like, backdoor order into all of them. Yeah, that was a huge amount of experience victory. You're right about that. Anyway, Cleaver's told me I'm to sell you any arms or armor you might want. You won't find better anywhere in Defiance Bay. I can promise you that.
Now,
Cool.
Time to see if that Valian was worth all that blood and copper.
I don't know, but would you like to buy any Crucible Knight equipment? Oh, what's this?
I'll
Getting
be
some...
damned. To be honest, even I wasn't expecting it to work this well.
Oh, the robots worked?
Back to it. Cleaver will want me to finish the rest of them. And it sounded like he has a job for you, too.
Okay, we got another job. I have these pieces of the Blade of the Endless Paths. Can you repair it? Dunstan gives a low whistle. That's a fine blade indeed. He holds one fragment in his rough hands. Looks Adiran, special made. Must have been a commission for a champion of some sort. He hands the shard back to you. A sword of this caliber would have had a specially designed hilt, too. It'd be a shame to graft anything else onto it, and besides, it'll balance best with all the original pieces. You find the rest of it, and I'll forge it for you. Show me what you have for sale. Okay. He does have some nice stuff, actually. Fine stuff. Oh, he's got some unique items as well. Would you be willing to, just hypothetically, buy some stuff? I have a few things, a few hundred things that I'd like to sell to you. I'm sure you understand. I just found these lying around. I'm not getting very much money for this, by the way. Although I am getting a lot of amusement. Would you like to buy any fine battle axes? How about a fine stiletto? Perhaps another fine stiletto. Exactly, Hermie. Why, this one that you're selling me here comes pre-monogrammed with John's initials. I mean, what are the odds of that? Looks like a little fine red patina on it, too. I have a few hoods. If you're interested, take your pick. So let's see what this is. Whoa. So this is actually better than Adir's armor. So Adir's base armor, who do I have selected? Right. This armor. This is Adir. This is just flat DR14 plus Crush, Freeze, and Corrode. So I would lose Pierce and Slash. It is 50% recovery speed, so it's slower because it's heavy. But it does offer 30 defense against prone attacks, 15 defense against push attacks. The other flat 3 damage reduction, but against freeze instead of pierce. I don't know, though. This is fine. I'd have to enchant this further to actually surpass it. What about this? This isn't enchanted very much, but it has slash, pierce, and shock. And at incredible scores. Look at this. Jeez. This thing is like all my money. Yeah, pretty much, Hermie. The White Spire. It's a two-handed sword. I don't really have anybody that uses a two-handed sword at the moment, but that's a impressive weapon. Do you happen to have any unique shields for me? He does not. That's not bad, Hermie. I mean, I don't know how high accuracy goes up to determine whether or not that's worth it. Nice. So 3 times per rest, I could just summon this Firebrand, which is a two-handed universal greatsword. I mean, that's kind of interesting. So sometimes when you get hit, it generates something to help you heal. Okay. That's cool. I'm fine for now. Man, I'm losing money to bandits still. That's a shame. How's our construction project going? What am I building? Yeah, Hermie, I think I might buy them. We're building this, the chapel. Yeah, I guess that is pretty strong. There's the Forge Knight. I really hope I don't have to fight Forge Knights anytime soon. Yeah, she could use these boots. There we go. Okay. There we go. Just opening up some slots. How may I be of assistance? Oh, right. I forgot. This is not the right person to report what I did. I gotta talk to this person. Your guards were charmed by the spirit of a woman named Lyra. I've gotten rid of her. Her tired eyes grow round. By the flame, you found her, my missing commander. She heaves a sigh and loses her gaze among the floor tiles, and she was calling to the watch from beyond the grave. It doesn't make sense, but nothing in that accursed district does. What happened to the soldiers under your spell? Oh, okay, Hermie. They didn't make it. I see. Nevertheless, thank you for your help. You've left me with as many questions as answers, but at least I know what happened to my troops. And Commander Lyra, please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Alright, so she gives me 1,300 experience and some money. Farewell. Great. Okay. So you say there's one at the Valiant Embassy. Okay. Ooh, look. Rowena came back from the quest. So she got Remembrance Ashes. Revive. Oh, wow. So this is just an item that helps revive an ally. That's kind of cool. Great. Good job. You did a great job, Rowena. Okay, cool. Lady Webb has something for us to do. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Let's check it out. Also, I need a rest. And I'm wondering...
You seem preoccupied with details, Alaf. Almost consumed by them, I'd say.
Once you've seen a colleague misuse Archimede's capricious hex, you learn an appreciation for details.
This sounds like wizard talk, so I'll just take your word for it.
Hey, Ty, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. So I need to rest. I guess there's inns here in Defiance Bay.
Hail and well met.
Ah, here we go. The Orland man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His wiry hair stands nearly on end, and his ears prick up as you approach. You carry whispers, Cad Nua, Gilded Veil, old voices indeed. How did you know? The Orland grins, revealing a row of dagger-pointed teeth. As a cipher, it's my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of ancients. What else can you tell me? Not as much as I would like. Unfortunately, my duties for Lady Webb require me to focus my talents elsewhere. He regards a table piled with scrolls. What brings you to Dunreed Row? It looks as though you could use some help. So many secrets and trails in this city. You have to but turn a corner to find a fresh trace of something stolen or someone missing. Unfortunately, we haven't the time to investigate them all. I'm supposed to be working on other matters, but my mind still lingers on a few recent cases. Curse of a cipher to be ruled by the whims of curiosity. Tell me about the cases. One case or three, depending on how you look at it. He taps his clawed fingers together. 3 weeks and a disappearance at the end of each. Some might call it a coincidence. I call it a clue. Lady Webb knows you, trusts you, so I shall trust you too, so long as our interests are aligned. I'll look into it. Where should I start? Sagini bounces on the balls of her feet. Just like one of those Valiant whodunits. Read a few of those on the road, helps pass the time. He grins, razor-tipped teeth showing between his lips. Copper Lane, Andra's Gift, and Brackenberry, of course. To talk to the ones who reported the disappearances, the only ones who know enough to care. Laura, Oily, and Elka. Who's missing? 2 men, 1 woman. Lendry, Kendall, and Cora. Tell me about Lendry. Best to ask Oily. Seems they drank together at the Salty Mast in Andra's Gift. Also seems that no one else knew him well enough to miss him. One of his ears twitches. Tell me about Kendall. Reported missing by Elka, a dwarf, who carried traces of he closes his eyes and sniffs the air. Fine wine and young dandies. plenty of time and money to spend on her pleasures. Try Brackenberry. Tell me about Cora. Sister of Laura, one of the merchants in the Copper Lane Bazaar. Not the kind of person who would just disappear, it seems. Did you find any leads? Not yet. No obvious connection between the victims, which is what makes me wonder so. He runs his hand along the length of one ear. Could be animancy related. Researchers always need subjects, the less scrupulous types in particular. He pauses, deep in concentration. Oh, I've never run into that in my travels. Seems too risky for the sanitarium, but one never knows. Aloth folds his arms. I wouldn't put it past them. He waves a hand. Talk to the first people who reported our victims missing. Mayhap you'll catch something I missed. I'll let you know what I find, buddy. It's a murder mystery. Aw. I can't sleep in her house? Come on, Lady Webb. Why don't you let me crash? I need to get some Z's. Maybe I could sleep at the charred barrel? I don't know why they burned the barrel, but I definitely want to sleep here. Made it. I want to save my camping supplies if I can. Ooh, this is a nice place. Heck yeah, well, I guess it's Brackenberry, so of course it is. Hi. Begging your pardon. Oh, it's you. Ingrode. What? It's good to see you well. We had a few rough days here, but then we found this place, and they were kind enough to hire us both. Oh. Did I help you? Let me try to recall. Things have been wonderful. I can't tell you how much we appreciate what you've done. Oh. Right.
Hail, traveler.
Well met. What brings you to the charred barrel? Let me see your rooms. So, I'll go perception, criminals get away. I like intellect and will, to be honest, but perception and stealth, the traps are so devastating. Look at that fire. Excellent. Alright. So I am looking to Elka. Elka, you around here? Talk to me. Oh, there's a stage in here. That's great. Oh boy, I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, I'm glad they're on their feet. What do you mean spends her time in Brackenberry? There she is.
Hail, traveler.
This dwarven woman is dressed and perfumed like a member of the nobility, but her sun-reddened skin and sweat-stained outfit suggests that she's been out here for quite some time. Afraid I don't have time just now. What was all that yelling about? The woman folds her arms and blushes beneath her sunburn. You shouldn't go nosing into other people's conversations. Then I guess I'll just have to ask someone else about Kendall's disappearance. Wait, don't go. She steps in front of you. I've been on edge of late. Didn't mean to offend. She looks you up and down. So, that little Orland's finally getting serious, eh? I'm looking into the disappearance for him. What? Is that little whelp too good for a case like this? Dunreed Row is strapped for resources, so Curran sent me. Well, I'm glad someone's on it, she rolls her eyes. Anyway, I'll tell you whatever I can. What do you need to know? Tell me about Kendall. What's to tell? He was a pretty young lad, not the brightest of the bunch, but always pleasant company. How do you know Kendall? We met up from time to time over the past few months. It was just a fling, really. It wasn't going to last. She picks at the corner of her sleeve and looks away. He was a little fool, but a sweet little fool. What was Kendall doing before he disappeared? She laughs sadly. The worst blazing rendition of the general's speech from the Widow of the Wood that I've ever heard. She shakes her head. I love that fellow, but he was a tragic failure, yet somehow he managed to get in with an acting troupe. When and where did you last speak to Kendall? A week ago. He came back to my house for a bit of fun. Afterwards, we fell asleep, and when I woke, he was gone. No note, nothing. Had you noticed anything different about Kendall lately? He'd started hanging out with a bunch of actors. Seemed all right, except for that woman, she scowls. That woman with her long, willowy legs and slender arms always came around wearing those low-cut dresses and impossible shoes. What was her name? Her expression hardens. I don't know. I never cared to learn it. She uncrosses her arms and lets them slowly fall to her sides. I didn't realize it might be important. That's all the questions I have. If you think of any more, I'll know where I'll be. Well, we just saw a stage, so let's see if maybe back at the Charred Barrel. So the Charred Barrel is definitely a better name for an inn than the Charred Inn. Like, that was probably their first impulse, and then somebody, thank God, had the wherewithal to speak up and say, now wait a minute. That might bring ill fortune upon us. Who are you? The young elf is dressed in gaudy robes that seem ready to cast off. He picks at a heavily brocaded sleeve and continually adjusts the gold chain around his neck. He looks up at you. Did she send you to run me out of town? You could tell her I'm not going anywhere without that medallion. They might, Hermie. Yeah, I think they probably do for, like, aging them or whatever. I don't know. I'm not into a distillery, but maybe I should. I told Cyril I wouldn't let her sell it. If that's what you're here about, then save yourself the trouble. I'm not after you, but maybe I can help. He puffs at his shining button. That's a relief, but I don't see how. Cyril's a courtesan over at the Salty Mast in Andra's Gift. We've been working together for over a year now. I find a noble with more money than sense, fill him up with liquor, and send him her way. They have a good time, and Cyril takes her fee. And a little extra. He rubs his fingers together. 100 coppers here, a trinket there. It's a bounty for us, and those lords and ladies never notice anything missing. Go on. Hey, Captain Ron, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Anyway, we always split up the bounty until a week ago. He squeezes his lips into a tight frown. She takes a necklace off some noble. It's an Engwithan medallion, damn near priceless. That relic is sacred to my clan, but she won't part with it for any sum I could afford. He tugs at the gold chain around his neck, and even if I wanted to, I can't go home without it. Sagini's brow furrows in pity. That's a hard thing. Tell me more about your situation. He picks at the hem of his sleeve. What do you want to know? What makes it so important to you? I grew up in Air Glanfath with the Shattering Spear clan. We Glanfathans have protected Angwithan ruins for thousands of years. It's the one duty the gods ask of us in exchange for the freedom to live as we please. He fidgets with an emerald ring on his pinky. But treasure hunters looted the ruins in our territory, and we left the wilds we dwelled in for generations. Most of my clanmates scattered to towns around the Deerwood and probably live on a crust of bread. Yeah, he's doing well, Hermie. He looks at his embroidered robes with disgust. Restoring this medallion to the ruins would earn us the gods' forgiveness. The Shattering Spear could go home. You seem like you've done well enough for yourself. He clenches his heavily adorned hands. It was this or scrape by in the gutters like the rest of my clan, but I'd give it all for that medallion. I offered to, but it's worth more than anything I've got, and Cyril knows it. Tell me about this Cyril. Oh, wrong thing. She's a courtesan. Oh, that's right. She wasn't born to much, but she's done what she has to in order to escape that. I still don't understand why you can't take your money and return to Air Glanfath. He sighs, arching his neatly plucked eyebrows. Of course I could, but that's not the point. A community isn't a place. It's a connection to history and meaning. He makes circles with his wrist, like an anchor. Defending the ruins for the gods gave us a purpose. Without that, we're adrift. Does that make any sense to you? Sure. He smiles and nods slowly. And you know what it's like. How to care for something you can't explain. All right, that's fine. That's all I wanted to ask. I'll see about getting this from Cyril. You'll find her at the Salty Mast. The only way anyone sees her these days is by paying, so you'll have to go through Maya. But whatever you do, please don't hurt her. I'll think about it. So, do you know anything about some, theater person? It's hard work, but good wages. Can't complain. Okay. Alright. Nope. Nope. Okay. Oh, these are that's the couple. Alright, fair enough.
Good day to you.
Is this your place? It's my retirement, he thumps the bar. Used to be a warehouse back when Brackenberry saw more ship traffic, but it fell out of use when the area became mostly residential. I inherited from some great uncle who'd never had any luck pawning it off on my cousins. Now it's the most popular spot in Brackenberry. The nobles come to unwind, the kith from other districts come to mingle. We get a few rough types too, but they behave in here. Besides, their coin's as good as anyone else's. Alright, fine. So, I don't know if this guy knows about the troop. Here we go. Understudy. The scripts and props belong to a production of the most unfortunate tale of Favia and Bernat. And though it may splinter my soul, I will... Alright, nothing there. There's a pirate. There's nobles. There's Mort Dugis. Okay. No. Step back. No. No. Okay. Oh, here we go. Merwith watches you through kohl-rimmed eyes. She puts her hand on the hilt of her blade, jangling the jewels that hang from her wrist. We don't know each other, stranger. Best keep it that way. What brings you to the charred barrel? What's it look like? Good wine and a little peace and quiet. And Scarion doesn't ask too many questions. You don't seem like a Brackenberry local. I'm a sailor, she gives you a half smile, and a liberator of certain goods. And the nice thing about the snobs here is that they're usually polite to ask more. I'll be going. I'm a snob. just fitting in with the rest of the snobs. Alright. Oh, okay, Hermie, thank you. I'll go look for that. I was going to check the basement next. I'm still checking the basement. What you got down here? There's no basement in the Alamo. Oh, it's a bunch of bandits. Okay. Just having a little chat with my associates. Everything's good. So here's how we're going to rob the place. Fine, fine, fine. Rob the place. Rob them blind. Alright. An acting troupe. Okay. So in the meantime, let's see if we can get some more details from the people that we know where they are. Copper Lane, Andra's Gift. Sure. All right. Laura. A merchant here in Copper Lane. Galfol the Drunkard, a local inebriate, has wandered. Oh, what was it saying? Here. Onto the stronghold grounds. He's asking for help with his accumulated debts. All right. No. You may have no help. I hope not, Hermie. Oh, yeah. It is a murder place. Or, well, maybe I just got jumped by assassins from the dozens. Oh my god. That's a lot of folk. Okay. Half speed it is.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How may I help?
I like using my really big spells. Yes, thank you.
Hey.
I'm ready.
What?
I mean, I don't know what it is about my formation, but Alof never fails to just be in the front when we're running around. And he most certainly should not be.
Hi?
He's stuck, okay. Well, that's not good. I put them in the wall of flame.
Hey there.
Not that, this.
I'm ready.
Oh. I didn't do it. It's okay. Look at these idiots, just standing in the wall of fire. You dorks. Here.
How may I help?
Now, Aloth, I'd like a fireball on this group. Okay. They're not dead. They have way more hit points than I imagined. Alright.
I'm ready.
So, do that. And endurance.
Hey there.
How may I help?
Okay. My God.
Aye?
Alright. Oh boy. I don't know how Sagini got over there, but everybody watch out for the wall of fire. Can I cancel the wall of fire by any chance? Oh, we're getting pulled in by our own spell. Can you dismiss spells that you've... I'm actually getting killed by my own death trap here.
Yes?
I don't see like an icon for it that would let me, you know, turn it off. There we go. All right. Written on this scrap of parchment is a concise but detailed description of you. Yeah. You know, it's nice. They're hiring more sophisticated
Alright,
groups.
then.
I take it as a compliment. It really was. It was a large fire. Who's this guy?
Of course.
You trying to patrol the streets? You were a little late on that one, dude. There she is.
Welcome.
Take your time, traveler. If you're looking for enchanted scrolls or garb, you've come to the right place. I'm looking into some disappearances. I hear your sister's gone missing. I didn't think anyone would help me. When Cora disappeared, I tried Dunreed Row, the Crucible Knights, even the dozens here. No one had time to look for a missing girl then. That was 3 weeks ago. If there's anything I could tell you that will help, just ask. Tell me about Cora. She's my younger sister, always had a head full of dreams. She was convinced there was something special waiting for her, and that she'd be remembered and happy and important. She's got plenty of heart, but not the commitment to match still. When she got that theater job, uh-oh, I thought she was about to turn around. What was she doing when she disappeared? She'd just gotten in some acting troupe called the Laura's Brows Knit. You know this. Concentrate. The Revel of Stars. That's it. She was pretty inexperienced. I think that's why she was so excited to get a role. I'm afraid I don't know anything else about it. We're looking for new members to join our theater troupe. We're putting on a play. It's called Torture and Kill the New Members of the Troupe for Animancy Experiments. It's a very famous play. And if you join the troupe now, you automatically get a very important role in the production. When did you and you last see your sister? She was at our house getting ready for her big performance. That was 3 weeks ago. Did you see her with anyone else when she disappeared? She was very sociable. She always enjoyed crowds. I'm afraid I can't narrow it down. That's all I need to know. She puts her hands over her heart. You don't know how much this means to me, just to know that someone's actually looking for her. Anything else I could do for you? Well, let's do a little bit of shopping. Whoa. That's expensive. What you got here? No, I don't want to buy it. I just want to look at it. Only usable by priest. Oh. This gives you an extra first, second, and third level spell. Now that is nice. It's just a little too expensive. Ooh. This is the wizard version. It's cheaper than that one. Wow, these rings are good. She has a lot of good stuff, actually. Yeah, Telda's is too good to pass up. It's so expensive, but I've got some stuff I could sell. I think I can just afford to sell most of my just fine stuff. Like, I don't think I'm going to use an unenchanted fine item at this point. No, I haven't. I haven't seen that. Let me look. Mine don't sell for very many. Mine sell for like 75. Maybe I don't have good traps. Or maybe she's ripping me off, which is very possible. All right. And then let me go back and... Oh, yeah. That's true, Hermie. I didn't have a basis for comparison. Spider fingers. All right, give me this ring. Oh, he's got 2 rings already. What's this ring? Oh, I never really used that. But it's cool that that exists. Bling for sure. I'm putting it everywhere. We can't get enough. On my other hand, just a ring of deflection. Nothing fancy. All right. I need to go to Andra's gift. Take me here. I'm looking into a murder. All right. So it's Oile in the brothel. Right. Well, we know everything about the Salty Mast as a brothel. I've got another quest to do here as well. Let me in. All right, there's Maya. There's Captain Pepperjack. Cheese Man. The man is at a table by himself, but he constantly glances at the opposite bench, as if waiting for someone. He reeks of alcohol, and he moves with the torpor of someone who's gotten used to spending most of his time drunk. This table's taken. Find another. He spreads his elbows on the wood and pulls his drink between them. I've got questions about Lendry. His face twists into a confused scowl. What's it to you? Grab him by the collar. I need answers, so you'd better sober up fast. Whoa, calm down. He tries to push away, but his movements are sluggish and imprecise. Just don't hold me like that. Makes the room spin. So, what was you were wanting with Lendry? Tell me about him. He spent most of his time here drinking with me. Tells you enough, doesn't it? He takes a gulp of his drink and shrugs. He didn't volunteer details, and I didn't ask. But he had a working man's hands and a working man's taste for drink. When and where did you last see him? Right here, getting drinks with me, just like we have every night for the last 5 years. I couldn't actually tell you much about him, and I think he preferred it that way. It's probably why we got on so well. Plenty of things we didn't talk about. Anyway, I remember that night because he said things were finally turning around. He was going to find a steady job, clean up, and have another crack at the respectable life. I told him in that case he could buy the drinks. He traces the rim of his cup. That's when she showed up. Who's this woman? A real fancy lady. Name's Lumdala. He taps his head. I don't remember much these days, but I remember her. Usually you have to pay a month's copper to spend time with a woman like that, but Lumdala, she was falling all over Lendry that night. Left with him, too. Oh, my God. Is she a vampire? Where'd they go? She said they were going on to see some frilly performance. If you ask me, they had their own plans to perform that night. He makes an obscene gesture and grins. She just said they had to pick something up at her house in Copper Lane for some cozy little place by the northern gate. Even a drunk like me knows what that means. For what it's worth, she said she earns her coin over there at the amphitheater on Copper Lane. That's where she said they were going to see their show. Maybe someone saw him. That's all I need to know. All right, we got a lead. Right. Let me know if you find him, yeah? Because that bastard owes me a round if he's found the good life. I think he might have lost the life, if you know what I mean. All right, we're going. Now we're getting a little closer. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I got to talk to this person about getting the prized item. I could just steal it from them, I guess.
Well met, friend.
I don't see many outfitted like you who aren't looking for trouble. You aren't looking for trouble, are you? Is there someone here named Cyril? She laughs. You must be new in town, dearie. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. You want to spend time with her? Just ask. She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pand. Or so they tell me. Fancy a go with her? Best money you could spend in the gift. All right. So 1,000 is actually quite a lot, but all I'm really going to do is try to talk about getting this medallion. But let's see what happens. I've saved it. You find her quarters upstairs. Don't mind the burly fellow at her door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. All right. I'm looking for burly fellows. Have you seen any? I'm not a member. I'm a client. Oh, here we go. Cyril's Guards. Hi, guys. It's me. All right.
Well met, friend.
Powder almost hides the circles under her eyes, and rouge dusts her two prominent cheekbones. Despite it all, Cyril is beautiful. She favors you with a smile she must have practiced and perfected. Axeman, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. You and your entire group of mercenaries and what appears to be a cat and a spectral fox. I'm here on a quest to restore a Glanfathan clan. She takes in your attire. So you like role-playing? I can work with that. Your friend Thristwin sent me. He needs that medallion. So do I. Cyril raises her chin. I offered him half of the money, and he refused it. She crosses her arms and paces in a slow circle around you. I'm sure he told you all about his broken clan. Did he also tell you that I got him where he is today? I really am sorry for him, but I'll bet you anything he lives better now than he did in Air Glanfath. I've worked a long time for a way out, and I'm not giving it up just because Thristrin's suddenly gotten nostalgic. So I mean, this is where I just flex my muscles and use the strongy. One way or another, you'll give me that medallion. Cyril's eyes dart to the door. Dexterity 14. Stay quiet. You hear muffled cries under your hand and feel the warm, shallow gasps of her breath as she struggles. Finally, she yanks a long cord out of her bodice. A carved Adra medallion hangs on the other end. Thanks. All right, well, that was not a nice thing that we did to this lady, but I think she's doing fine financially. I don't know why she had to have this medallion. 1,000 a night. I've been murdering people for weeks, and all I had was 14,000. I'm in the wrong business. This guy's going to give me like 10 experience. I made enemies of the most desired professional at the Salty Mast.
Your own father sold you to the Brotherhood?
He hated me anyway. I was glad.
Yikes. That's a good question. I can't remember. All right, so we're going to go give the medallion. Luckily, I had the stats to shake her down. I think all of those stats were just a deer. It certainly wasn't the player character. No, it wasn't his might. I mean, his dexterity. It was certainly his might. Who else is fast? Actually, the player... You know what? I don't know how or why, but the main character is strong enough and fast enough for all of that. Like, my stats are kind of unreasonably high. Oh, I see, Hermie. I'm thinking like D&D terms out of 18. Dude, I got your thing.
Greetings.
Did you do it? Did you get it? I wish I had the resolve. Yeah. His eyes are wide and round as the artifact in his hands. You've given my people a gift we couldn't possibly repay. I'll do the best I can, though. He shoves a bag of coin into your hands. That's everything I have. Take it, please. Keep it. You could use it to rebuild. The Shattering Spear will sing of your kindness for generations to come. If you ever find yourself in Air Glanfast, please honor us with your visit. All right. Well, we didn't... I don't even know what happened, but... we solved that, and we made a powerful Glanfathan friend. That makes up for the Glanfathans we murdered at the tomb. It's an even trade. You ever hear of the Shattered Sword clan? Well, you won't hear about them anymore, but let's just say they were once proud. There was an old ruin they protected in the Deerwood. I found her house. Axeman, it's going great, my friend. We're going to be playing that tomorrow. I didn't play too much after the stream, but I did find a way to make even more money accidentally, and was able to buy a new multi-tool, so I'm super happy about that. All right.
Nice and quiet.
I'm looking for a bunch of dead bodies. You don't by any chance know where those are, do you? Man, this person's house is really nice. You got a journal with all of your crimes? Nah, that's just the Adiran Empire, or the Adir Empire. I mean, I'll take the money, but it will require the proper key. I don't have a proper key. What do I look like? The kind of poor sod who has the proper key? I shake things down with might, and then use fireballs. Darn. All right, I can't go this way as the primary. Fine. Here's your amphitheater. All right, this is where we got to go. All right. Before I talk to you, Lundala, let me just get my party in the right position. I hope you don't mind.
This is why you were traveling alone.
What? The statuesque woman has a gaze that could cut stone. She turns her chiseled cheekbones to the sky and favors you with a look of acknowledgement. Her eyes shimmer under silvered eyeshadow and a razor-precise line of kohl. Before you could speak, she throws her hand up in dramatic fashion. Autographs after the performance, please. Great art requires concentration, and greatness is expected from the revel of stars. I was wondering if a woman named Cora was part of your group. I can't say I recognize the name. She suddenly seems focused on the length of her fingernails. You can remember a line from a play, but not the name of an actor? My work requires great focus and attention. She flicks her fingertips in frustration. I don't have time to memorize the name of every ingenue who joins our troupe for a week. I suppose I could spare a moment for a fan. I'm looking for Kendall. Apparently he joined your group. No experience. Terrible actor. Sound familiar? She narrows her silvered eyes. I'm not sure who this Kendall is, or why you would malign our talent, but rest assured that we have a process for evoking a satisfying performance from, I bet you do, from even the most inexperienced players. It involves magic and death and necromancy and, also murder. Oli said his friend Lendry was last seen with you. That drunk in Andra's gift, men flatter themselves when it comes to the attentions of a beautiful woman. The pallid knight herself could waltz into that bar, and he'd believe she was there to sit on his lap and listen to bawdy stories. The pallid knight, I think I courted her once. She hated being called that. I trust his word more than yours. He has nothing to gain by lying. Her nose wrinkles. Nothing to gain but a little tavern hall admiration. The men there compete with tales of conquest they can only dream of, but you clearly found his performance convincing enough. Aye, icona her sort, nigh to be trusted. Surely there's someone else you can ask about all this. I'm but a humble actor. You're connected to 3 recent disappearances that you claim to know nothing about. Then what else do you expect me to say on the subject? She sighs and turns her face to the sky. If you'll excuse me, I have a performance to attend to. The young Kadal. The young man steps up next to you, his gaze fixed on the other actors, his voice low. Meet me in Lumdala's house. I know what's going on. He claps his hands and whistles at the other actors. Well done indeed. Uh-oh.
Of course.
All right. I'll meet you in there. Is this about the chicken I found on the shelf? I didn't touch it, I swear. A young man appears before you, trembling and excited. I saw you with Lumdala by the amphitheater. Look, I don't know what your business with her is, but I want out of this mess. I just came by to grab my things. Just let me leave, all right? Take a breath and calm down. Tell me what's going on so I can help. He nods, filling his lungs. Thank you, but there's not much time. Lumdala's out to get me, and I need to get out of here, maybe out of the city. Kadal reaches slowly into his satchel and produces a small key. This opens the door behind you. There's a passage in there leading down to a theater. It's easier if you see it for yourself. He licks his lips. Since I've helped you, I want your promise that you'll leave my name out of this. Sagini looks at Kadal in disgust. Follow vultures, and you're sure to find carrion. All I care about is preventing another disappearance. What you did before is irrelevant to me. Thank you, and good luck. He doesn't look you in the eye. This was all my idea. This is Kadal's troop. Alright, now before I go down there, there's a lot of good stuff to take.
I've got this.
She's got it.
It's done.
It's done.
Laying low.
Right. You. Sagini, you go in here. Traps everywhere. That's not good. That's kind of good. Man, this stuff sucks. Why would you even lock that up? The lock is worth more than the stuff you have inside. Yes, I have a warrant. It's called Fireball. %, Hermie. That's right, Sid. This is a raid. It's a bust. So, lady, how big of a rug did you need again? It's best if you just come by and look at the trapdoor I'm trying to conceal. Can you make it bigger than this? Is this a magical death scarf? What is this? Oh my god. A simple silken scarf is crumpled on the filthy flagstones. Essence radiates it from it like heat, and the closer you get to it, the more you feel a confusing mixture of joy, surprise, and pain. Leave it alone. Is there anything else here? Not that we could find. I guess we have to pick up and admire the scarf. All right. I need to save it. Yeah, good point.
I'm on the trail.
This... I found something. Where is the chicken? Oh, okay. I have to save and reload to find the hidden object. Oh, my finger. No. I misunderstood. I was hoping the cursor would just change when I got close to it. Alright, so this should make the hidden object that I discovered be revealed. Now we're here.
All right, then.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I need to load it again. They did see it. Yeah, somebody said something. Oh, okay. Well, shortcuts are cool. You hold the scarf and focus on it, and the world around you shifts. Something about you shifts too. The smooth fabric is still in your hands, but you're in a small yet cozy house, and Laura is looking from the scarf back to you, asking if you like it. She's smiling because the answer is written on your face. That was 4 years ago, but you still wear the scarf on days like today. After all, you wore it that first day you met the actress with the silvered eyes, so who's to say it won't bring you luck again tonight? It's nestled around your throat, soft and warm and comforting. You're halfway through the third act, and you could feel the audience's eyes on you, hungry and attentive. You were nervous at first when that woman brought you down here and wondered what kind of show you'd signed up for, but this has gone better than you could have hoped. You reach the end of your monologue, and the scarf tightens around your neck. It chokes the final line from your throat, which is embarrassing because your debut was going so well. But when you try to pull the scarf away, it only tightens further. You're confused, and you look to the audience, expecting someone to rush to your rescue. Then you see their eyes, and that hungry, attentive look, and you understand. The stage fades to black. Wow. The scarf falls from your hand and flutters to the ground, but Cora's soul lingers, stuck between a familiar token and a question. It wants to know, but it wants to retreat. What happened to you was a tragedy and an injustice. Your life was brief but happy. You experienced true fulfillment before you died, which is more than most can say. Clinging to an empty dream will only bring you pain. You have to find a way to move on. You had your sister's love and the courage to follow your dreams. Take comfort in that as you find your way to the next life. What did you expect? Even your sister knew you were a terrible actress. You were naive. Wow. Lots of things I can say here. Let's try to be nice and tell her about her sister. Number 4. The soul glows with warmth before fading back into the fabric of the scarf. Lumdala emerges from the shadows, her silvered eyes glowing in the darkness. Well, well, if it isn't our friend from Dunreed Row. What, you're a monster. How could you do this to these people? She waves a manicured hand. Quite easily. My patrons appreciate true art, and they pay well for it. The actors, on the other hand, they were nobodies. In death, I gave them purpose. Is it not telling that the authorities have never bothered to look for them? Consider this your last performance, Lumdala. No, the fox is out front.
Hey.
The actors are here.
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to save the actors if you just kill Lumdala, or are they all in on it?
What?
How may I help?
Yeah, Hermie. You're probably right. They're all just taking money to kill people. There's no manipulation here.
Hey there.
I was just kind of trying to find some decency in them, but I realized that that just isn't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Hey. Hey there.
Hi?
Fireballs all around.
Ready, Watcher.
Hey there.
I'm ready.
Hey.
I'm ready.
How may I help?
Look at this guy flying in the air. Ah, okay, thank you.
All right, then.
It was her last performance. She had a ring of protection. I know, victory. It was sweet. So the ring of protection, we were going to buy it, but it's right here. And it just gives us, well, a bunch of nice resists, so why not? Are these the catacombs that I explored before? I don't know if I've actually been down here. Wow, yeah, it is. There's somebody I killed down there. Nice. All right, so did we get anything? Oh, Sagini leveled up. Good for you. You're sneakier now. So this is crush damage with mechanics I couldn't raise because it's already at 7. I don't have enough points. I'd have to save up the whole level. I mean, 100% Hermie. I guess I could just save everything up, but can't do it. Yes, I can, but looks like I get 6 per level, and I need 8 to advance. So if I raise my stealth, I will get enough next level to raise mechanics, and I can raise my stealth now. But maybe I had some carryover. Maybe you don't get 6 per level. I'm not sure how many you get. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hermie, that's fair. I don't need sneak attack. Charm, confused. Modifies takedown to do crush damage. That's pretty cool. I was wondering if there was any skill that I could pick up that would just give me a bonus to traps. Veteran's recovery isn't bad. I could just have her summon skeletons. I don't know how often she gets hit, though. Yeah, +5 accuracy against distant enemies seems good. Most of what I do is shoot things with her bow. Okay. So we can now go tell people the horrible news. It didn't go very well.
You're from Gilded Vale? Then you're close to home.
Close can mean a lot of things.
Surely you'll go back when this is all over.
Dunno. Guess that all depends.
Epsilon, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Well, we're still alive, so I call that winning. All right, so we're going to go to Brackenbury. Okay. I love the combat log. Aloth killed actor.
Gods keep you.
I found the missing people. Yes, you've been all over Defiant Space since we last spoke. What did you find? They were all murdered. A woman named Lumdala killed them as part of her performances. He hisses, something big, I knew it. I'll send my men after her right away. It's too late for that. She confronted me before I could get to you, and I killed her. Indeed? I can't say I'm terribly sorry. Ooh, we got a bunch of quest experience. You've been a resourceful investigator, and your shrewdness has helped me resolve a most troublesome case and save many lives, I'm sure. It was worth it to put a stop to those heinous crimes. I appreciate your zeal. Take this payment for your services. No payment necessary. Most generous of you. Dunreed Row will long remember this, as will I. And should you decide that lengthy investigations in low pay are your style, there's a place for you at Dunreed Row. Alright. So, we gained reputation major with Defiance Bay. And we completed another quest. We got a ton of experience.
Hey.
Honestly, if you look at a deer here, well, I guess when it says you get, like, let's say 4,000 experience, that's divided 6 ways. So, you know, we're looking at about 650-ish each or something like that. And I need 6,000 or 5,430 with a deer to get to the next level. So I need to do, maybe about 9 more of those bad boys to get up a level with him. But I think we just leveled up with most of our, main party people. Yeah, we did. But getting good reputation was awesome, and that was a fun quest. I mean, it was like an interesting, well-written quest, and we also helped out the Crucible Knights with 2 quests, and we have another one to do at the embassy before we progress the primary storyline here. So I think we're doing really well, and I continue to enjoy this game. It is indeed my bedtime, everyone, and I want to say thank you so much for coming out and playing some Pillars of Eternity. We'll be playing No Man's Sky tomorrow night. If you'd like to come stop by and see me try to save up for a new spaceship, perhaps. Hermie, Victory, Sid, Axeman, Fading, Jamnuska, Chef Smitty, Ty, Epsilon, Crab, Justin,